In Ayurveda, we have already learned about the history, evolution, definition, and some publications in Ayurveda. By yesterday, we have completed that principles and branches of Ayurveda also. Today, we are going to learn about the diagnose, and treatment of Ayurveda. After principles, we have to know about diagnose, how they will diagnose the disease in Ayurveda system of medicine. If you see in modern system of medicine, that is in allopathy, we can see that so many kinds of investigations, lab investigations, biochemical investigations are there for blood examination, urine examination, sometimes X-rays, sometimes scans. They may be MRI scans, CT scans, and so many. And for in case of heart, you can see the ECG, and in case of brain, you can see EEG, electroencephalogram. Such a diagnostic methods or investigations are there in modern medicine. Whereas in Ayurveda, before going to treat, they will conduct some kind of they will conduct some kind of investigations or examinations about the patient. So the first of all, the Ayurvedic doctor will examine the patient about all his body language, the nature of the body language, and systemic status or systemic condition of the body, and mental balance of the body, mental balance of the body, and the sight or vision condition of the body. What is the vision? Does he have any long vision or short vision? Such kind of examinations will be conducted, and the body condition and the strength of the body condition, strength of the body, especially about the disease resistance of the body, disease resistance of the body. How can how much he resist? Oh, resistance of the hello, hello. Are you able to hear me? Uh, okay. Resistance of the body. Along with all these conditions, they will conduct the examinations about resistance of the body. Does he has any resistance against the diseases, or he has susceptibility against diseases, and the period of the disease after infection, period of the disease after infection, what time or duration of the period of the disease, from how many days the patient is suffering with same disease, and the intensity of the disease, and the habits of the food and other habits of the patient, and some clinical approaches. These clinical approaches are followed by the modern Ayurvedic doctors. Did you written or not all these examinations? A list I have read out. I have read out some list. What are these lists? Before going to give the treatment, or before going to uh, conduct the treatment about the patient, the Ayurvedic doctors will follow some diagnostic methods. What are these diagnostic methods? The diagnostic methods are mainly of patent investigation and disease investigation. But as a whole, the investigation consists of the investigation consists of about the nature of the body, the systematic. You can see once again the nature of the body, systemic condition of the body, mental balance of the patient, any vision problems, he will test about vision problems, and body condition, and the strengthness of the body, disease resistance oblique susceptibility of the patient, disease resistance oblique susceptibility of the patient. What is meant by resistance and susceptibility? These two words are almost opposite words. The resistance means they can the ability to fight against the disease. The susceptibility means the ability to acquire the disease, that is susceptibility. And the period of the disease, that means from how much of time he is suffering from the same disease, that is the duration of the disease. And intensity of disease or degree of the disease, is does the disease is in primary stage or some intermediate stage, or the disease at acute stage, they will see and the next one is habits, especially food and other habits. Other habits means any bad habits are there, any bad habits does the patient has, all these they will conduct. And at present, the modern Ayurvedic doctors will also conduct some other modern modern diagnostic investigations also, like allopathic doctors. Now, the modern Ayurvedic doctors, for example, if you see the BHMS, Bachelor of BAMS, Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery, BAMS, like MBBS in allopathy, BAMS doctors, and also MD Ayurveda doctors will conduct other modern techniques like allopathic doctors also, along with all these examinations. So this is about modern Ayurvedic doctors. But the traditional Ayurvedic doctors will see all these conditions. They will observe all these conditions, what now I have said. Then all these investigations are categorized into two types. So initially, Ayurvedic doctors will go for test the patient in all these aspects, in all angles. But all these tests or investigations are categorized into two groups. What are these two groups? The first one is patent investigation. First one is patient investigation. And the second one is disease investigation. So these are the two categories of the investigations that are done by the Ayurvedic doctors. The first one, what is the first one? Patient investigation. In patient investigation, they conduct Nadi Pariksha, that is about Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Tridoshas, about Tridoshas, and adulteration of Tridoshas. Adulteration, what is meant by adulteration? Adulteration means kalti, mixing by outside. So this Vata, Pitta, Kapha are in the balanced condition, or they have mixed with any other. So they will conduct that one. Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Dosa investigation, that is Tridosha investigation, Nadi Pariksha, Motra Pariksha, that is urine investigation, urine investigation, and Natra Pariksha, that is eye investigation, Shabdas Pariksha, that is hearing problems, and Akruti Pariksha, that is about body condition. All this comes under all this comes under patient investigation. Patient investigation. And the second one is disease investigation. So this disease investigation is the condition of the disease or the state of the disease, intensity of the disease, intensity of the disease, and the pathogen of the disease, means the causal organism, and intensity of the disease, and period of the disease. That means duration of the disease. So these are comes under the disease investigation. Disease investigation. What are the two types of investigations? One should one should respond. One should respond whether you are hearing or not. Patient investigation and డిసీజ్ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్. పేషెంట్ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్లోకి ఏవే వస్తాయి? నాడీ పరీక్ష అండ్ త్రిదోష ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్, యూరిన్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్, ఐ ఎగ్జామినేషన్, hearing impaired examination, and body condition. The second one is disease investigation. Mainly disease investigation has three parts. The first one is causal organism or pathogen. What is the cause for this disease? That is the first investigation in disease investigation. And the second one is what is the time period, from what time the patient is suffering. So that is the duration of the disease and intensity of the disease. Intensity means does the disease is in initial stage, or it is the disease is improved or at intermediate stage, or it is high severe stage. The severe stage is termed as acute stage. They will know, then they go for treatment. So this is the diagnose part. This is the diagnose part. After this diagnose, they come to decide about the disease and they will give the treatment. How? The treatment. So the Ayurveda, what kinds of methods are followed by the Ayurveda for the treatment? So now you can put a side heading a treatment. So the treatment, they suggest in the treatment, I will give you only 4 points. 4 points of the treatment. The first point you can write it as point wise. You can write the first point is they will suggest some medicines in order to balance the tridosha. Thereby, they brought the body condition to normal. They brought the body conditions to normal. So, what is the first type of treatment? They will suggest or they will prescribe some medicines, Ayurvedic medicines, in order to balance the tridosha, because they believe the imbalance of tridosha is the disease. If a disease is occurs in a patient, it is an imbalance of any one of the tridosas. So they will control or they put efforts on the balance of tridosha. So that what is the first point or what is the first method of treatment? The first method of treatment is they suggest some medicines in order to balance the tridosas, to put the body healthy and normal condition. To put the body healthy and normal condition. That is, they put attention first of all on tridosas. That is the first point. And the second one, they suggest medicines to control the disease, not to cure the disease. They give some medicines or they prescribe some medicines to control the disease. This is the second method of treatment. The third one is they suggest appropriate పథ్య పథ్య తెలుగులో పథ్యము అంటాం, మరి దానికి ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఏం లేదు, పథ్యం. దే సజెస్ట్ యూ కెన్ రైట్ ఇట్ యాజ్ పథ్య. నో, ఇన్ ఆయుర్వేద యూ కెన్ యూస్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది తెలుగు వర్డ్స్. చికిత్స, యూ కెన్ రైట్ ఇట్ యాజ్ చికిత్స, సిహెచ్ఐ కేఐ టిఎస్హెచ్, చికిత్స, యూ కెన్ రైట్ ఇట్ యాజ్, నో డౌట్. So it will be valid. So like that, they suggest some pachya. You may heard about pachyam. In Ayurveda, pachyam is most important along with medicine. Not medicine alone will cure or control the disease. You have to follow some pachyam. You have to follow some pachyam which was advised by the doctor. The doctors will advise a pachyam. The pachyam is depending on the nature of the disease. Nature of the disease, they advise some pachyam. Pachyam means what to eat, what not to eat. So that is nothing but pachyam. So some material, food material can be eaten during the taking medicine, and some of the food material will not be eaten during the taking medicine. So this is the pachyam. So they suggest pachyam in Ayurveda. So in Ayurveda, pachyam has a vital role. It plays a vital role. Now, whereas in allopathic system of medicine, no pachyam. No pachyam. The word pachyam is almost vanished in allopathic system of medicine. Whereas in Ayurveda, pachyam has crucial role. And the next one is, if necessary, they suggest sayana sikitsa, or what is meant by sayana sikitsa within the brackets, surgery. If necessary, they advise it to surgery, and also they conduct surgery. The Ayurvedic doctors will also conduct the surgery. So, but their surgery methodology or protocol of surgery is different from allopathic system of surgeries. Their apparatus and all are different. If necessary, they will suggest and conduct sayana sikitsa. Sayana sikitsa means surgery. Did you understand? So these are the four methods which are they follow in treatment. These are the four ways they follow. These are the four ways and means to follow the treatment of Ayurveda. And next one is, what are the major parts of the treatment of Ayurveda? In diagnosis also, I have read out some list of investigations. Again, all these investigations are categorized into two groups. What are these two groups? The first one is patient investigation, and the second one is disease investigation. And in the same way, I have explained you about four methods of, or four ways and means of treatment in Ayurveda. Again, all these ways and means of treatment of Ayurveda are categorized into again two groups. What are these two groups? The first one is Sayana treatment, the second one is Swadhana treatment. Sayana treatment, Swadhana treatment. Sayana treatment and Swadhana treatment. So, Sayana treatment, what is the main objective, aim, and motto of Sayana treatment? So, what kind of treatments are there in Sayana treatment? In Sayana treatment, you can see that is, they always tries to balance the tridoshas. If the tridoshas are rightly balanced in the body, then that individual will be healthy and normal. the individual will become healthy and normal. They always try to bring the body to normal by balancing the three doshas. This is the main principle involved in Sayana treatment. In Sayana treatment, then what kind of treatments are comes under this category? They by they improving or they enhancing kshuddha and trishna. Kshuddha and trishna. What is meant by kshuddha? Kshuddha means appetite. Trishna means thirst. Shuddha means kshuddha means appetite. Trishna means thirst. అంటే ఏమిటి? ఆకలి దప్పిక. ఆకలి దప్పుకను పెంచుతారు. And also they suggest about exercises, వ్యాయామ, సూర్య స్నాన, సూర్య నమస్కారాలు, and also they give some medicines which improve the appetite. They give some medicines which improve the appetite. Shall I repeat the Sayana treatment? I want to repeat the Sayana treatment. All the means and ways of treatment of sir. Hello, Anil Kumar. You are trying to speak something? Are you trying to convey something? నా వాయిస్ మిస్ అవుతుందా? ఇప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు మధ్యలోనా? ఇప్పుడు ఈ పిల్ల కాలేజీలో ఉన్నాను రా, కాలేజీలో డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో నుంచే చెప్తున్నాను. ఇప్పుడు ఎలాగుంది? హలో, ఇప్పుడు వాయిస్ బెటర్ అయిందా? అలాగే ఉందా? ఎవరు మాట్లాడే? ఎవరో ఒకరు రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వండి బాబు. Any one of you can respond. వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుందా? అలా నేను మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు నువ్వు పొజిషన్ చెప్పు. ఇగో బయటకు వచ్చాను, ఇక్కడ బాగుందా, మా లోపలికి వెళ్తాను, అక్కడ బాగుందా, ఎక్కడ బాగుందో చెప్పండి. మీరు ఫాలో అవ్వండి నా వాయిస్. ఇప్పుడు ఎలాగుంది? ఇప్పుడు అసలు వినపట్లేదా? ఇప్పుడు హలో, ఇప్పుడు అదే ఇప్పుడు బయటకు వచ్చాను. గుడ్. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే, సో మీన్స్ అండ్ వేస్ ఆఫ్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఆయుర్వేద ఈజ్ categorized into two groups. Like the diagnostic system of Ayurveda categorized into two groups, it is also categorized into two groups. These two groups are, the first one is Sayana treatment and the second one is Sadhana treatment. What is Sayana treatment? The Sayana treatment is mainly emphasized on the balancing of three doshas. They believe when the three doshas are in the balanced in a body, then the individual will become healthy and normal. So how they balance the three doshas? How they are balanced the three doshas? So this is the main principle of in Sayana treatment. They will balance the three doshas by improving, by enhancing kshuddha and trishna. Kshuddha and trishna. Kshuddha means appetite. Trishna means thirst. Are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear me? Or any disturbance again comes? Is it continuous? వినిపిస్తుంది కదా? ఇలా కంటిన్యూ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా? Okay. Then they improve Shuddha and Trishna as a part of Sayana treatment to balancing the three doshas. Shuddha means appetite. Trishna means thirst. మన తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే ఆకలి, దప్పుక, దాహము, ఈ రెండింటిని పెంచుతారు. ఆ రెండు పెంచి అండ్ ఆల్సో దే సజెస్ట్ అబౌట్ వ్యాయామ మీన్స్ ఎక్సర్సైజెస్. నెక్స్ట్ సూర్య స్నాన, సూర్య నమస్కారాలు. అండ్ ఆల్సో దే గివ్ సమ్ మెడిసిన్స్ ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు ఇంప్రూవ్ ద డైజెస్టివ్ కెపాసిటీ, టు ఇంప్రూవ్ ద డైజెషన్ ఆర్ డైజెస్టివ్ కెపాసిటీ. సో దిస్ కమ్స్ అండర్ శయన వైద్యము లేదా శయన ట్రీట్మెంట్. అండర్స్టాండ్? షాల్ వి గో ఫర్ శోధన ట్రీట్మెంట్? శయన ట్రీట్మెంట్ అర్థమైందా? హలో, అర్థమైందా? కట్ అవుతుందా వాయిస్? హలో, వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్. నెక్స్ట్ వి గో ఫర్ శోధన ట్రీట్మెంట్. ది శోధన ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఈజ్ ఇన్క్లూడ్స్ పంచకర్మ. Panchakarma. What is meant by Panchakarma? Pancha means 5, Karma means activities. They treat with Panchakarma treatment. So this comes under Swadhana Vaidyamu లేదా Swadhana treatment. Swadhana treatment లేదా Swadhana Vaidyamu. Swadhana treatment or Swadhana Vaidyamu consists of Panchakarma. Panchakarma means 5 activities. 5 activities. Karma means activity. Pancha means 5. What are these pancha karma? The first one is enema. The second, you can write down enema. The second one is motions. The third one is vomitings. Fourth one is thaila. Thaila treatment. Thaila means oil treatment. And the fifth one is yoga. So these are the panchakarmas. What you have written, did you note it down? One of you can read out these 5. Murali. Good. Enema అంటే తెలుసు కదా. Enema, what is meant by enema? When they conduct this panchakarma, first they conduct enema from the body. Enema means the motions will all they become. And the second one is motions. Directly they give some medicines in order to give motion. Then the third one is vomitings. కొన్ని రకాల మందులు ఇచ్చి వాంతులు వచ్చేటట్టు చేస్తారు. చేస్తే అంత బాడీ ముందు క్లియర్ చేస్తారు అన్నమాట. Then the fourth one is thaila. So they will give some kind of massage by using oils. And the fourth one is they suggest yoga. By all these means and ways, the body will become normal and the individual will become healthy. So this is the main principles and means and ways of treatment. So this is about Ayurveda. Up to here Ayurveda has completed. And then we go for Siddha, which is there in your syllabus. Did you have understood the Ayurveda? Usually the essay question will comes, what are the main principles and diagnosis and treatment of Ayurveda? So these 3 are important from Ayurveda. What are these 3? Principles of Ayurveda, diagnosis of Ayurveda, treatment of Ayurveda. If these 3, you are well aware of these 3, you can able to attempt 10 marks question and also 5 marks question. So these three aspects in Ayurveda are important. So now we go to now we go to Siddha system of medicine. So Siddha system of medicine is also, this is main heading. You can write the heading as main heading. Siddha system of medicine is also a traditional knowledge which originated from India and later it is disseminated to other countries. But the place of birth for Siddha is our own India, especially Kerala. Kerala. I have been treated for some time about this Siddha. After my accident, I took some medicine from one Siddha yogi at Hyderabad. While I am working at Nirmal, Hyderabad district, then I use it to take the treatment from that Siddha, for some time, which is very beneficial to me. So Siddha is the Indian traditional knowledge. Siddha system of medicine is an Indian traditional knowledge. Indian traditional knowledge. So Siddha. So this Siddha is there. Siddha is there from ancient times, especially at South India. So the place of origin of Siddha is Kerala, but this Siddha is originated from a Tamil word Siddha, which is originated from Tamil, which means chit, means holistic or పరిపూర్ణత అని అర్థం. సిద్ధ వైద్య విధానం అనాది కాలం నుండి ఉండేటువంటిది సాంప్రదాయ పరిజ్ఞానం. దిస్ కమ్స్ అండర్ ట్రెడిషనల్ నాలెడ్జ్. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆరిజినేటెడ్ ఎట్ సౌత్ ఇండియా. It is also being in practice from ancient time. The Siddha word is derived from the Tamil word that is chit, which means the holistic. It gives holistic means paripurnata. So they believe the persons who got the paripurnata or holistic by the devotion of Shiva, by the devotion of Lord Shiva, by this devotion of Lord Shiva, they acquire some abnormal energies, abnormal powers. Due to these powers only, they can able to treat patients. The persons who treat in Siddha system of medicine are known as సిద్ధులు అంటారు. So the main belief of this Siddha system of medicine is the Siddhus are the devotees of Lord Shiva. By the devotion of Lord Shiva, they acquire some powers. They acquire some metaphysical powers, some abnormal energies. So they are called as Siddhus. So the Siddhus will treat the system of Siddha medicine. When we doctor gives the medicine in allopathic system, you will call him as physician. What is meant by physician? Who gives the medicine in modern system of medicine? The person who gives the medicine or the person who prescribe the medicine, the person who prescribe the medicine or an authentic person who prescribe the medicine in modern system of medicine will call him as physician, and the person or an authentic person who will conduct surgery in allopathic system of medicine or modern system of medicine, then he will call as surgeon. But the person who treats the siddha system of medicine is called as siddhu. Why means these siddhus have got the abnormal abnormal or extraordinary powers from Lord Shiva by devotion of Lord Shiva. Only they can able to give the treatment. So this is the main belief of this Siddha system of medicine. Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand? Is it hearable first and understand next? Is it audible and understand? Okay? వినిపిస్తుంది కానీ అర్థమైందా? అర్థమైందా? మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ చేయాలా? ఏముంది ఇందులో అర్థం కాకపోవడానికి ఏం లేదు. సిద్ధులు అంటారు వీళ్ళని. ఎందుకు సిద్ధులు అంటారు? వాళ్ళు శివుడిని ఆరాధించి, శివుడిని పూజించి, శివుడిని గురించి తపస్సు చేసి, కొన్ని ఇతేంద్రియ శక్తులు, కొన్ని అబ్నార్మల్ పవర్స్‌ని, అతీత శక్తుల్ని సంపాదించి ట్రీట్ చేస్తారు. కాబట్టి ఈ వీళ్ళని సిద్ధులు అంటారు. ఇది చాలా పూర్వకాలం నుంచే ఇండియాలో ఉంది. ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఇన్ సౌత్ ఇండియా. Understand? Then at present or today there are two prominent granthas on Siddha system of medicine that were written by 14 Siddhus, 14 Tirumala Siddhus. So these granthas or this literature is known as Tirumalar, Tirumalar, Tirumalar literature. So you can see the Tirumalar literature, which was written by 14 prominent siddhas. 14 prominent siddhas. So this literature is named as Tirumalar literature. In Tirumalar literature, two are prominent. The two are main granthas. These two main granthas are Bhagar Karpam, Bhagar, Karpam, Karpam, Bhagar Karpam. The second one is Konkanal Karpam, Konkanal, Konkanal, Konkanal Karpam, Karpam. Bhagar Karpam, Konkanal Karpam are the main books of Tirumalar literature. What is this Tirumalar literature and what are these books? This literature was written by these books. These two books are prominent books among Tirumalar literature. Who wrote this Tirumalar literature? It was written by 14 Siddhus. 14 Siddhus togetherly wrote and gave the traditional knowledge on Siddha to the scientific community by the name of Tirumalar literature. In Tirumalar literature, two books are prominent. What are these two prominent books in Tirumalar literature? Those are, the one is Bhagar Karpam and the second one is Konkanal Karpam. These are the two prominent books of Siddha system of medicine. So these two are called as Tirumalar literature. How this Tirumalar literature we got? We got it Tirumalar literature by the writing of 14 Siddhos. Understand? So this is about introduction of Siddha, system of medicine. Siddha system of medicine. What did you understand from the Siddha system of medicine? Siddha system of medicine. What are the Siddha system of medicine? Again, I will repeat it briefly. You can see. Briefly, I will repeat it. You can see. The first one is the Siddha is also there in India from ancient time. And the second point, what I would like to express you is, so this Siddha system of medicine is especially belongs to South India. The word Siddha system or Siddha is derived from the Tamil word that is Chitta, which means holistic. Holistic. Holistic means Paripurnata, Telugulo. So the persons of Siddha are they have the holistic development in their personality. The persons who has holistic personality, they are considered to be Siddhos. So the system of medicine, who practice this system of medicine, the persons who practices this system of medicine are known as Siddhos because they got some extraordinary powers from Lord Shiva by their great devotion. By their great devotion of Lord Shiva only, they got some extraordinary powers. So the Siddhas are worshipped and they are also honored by the people. So the Siddhas, the entire traditional knowledge regarding the Siddha system of medicine are in the form of Tirumalar literature. Tirumalar literature. This Tirumalar literature was written by the 14 Siddhas. A group of 14 Siddhas wrote the Tirumalar literature. The prominent two books of Tirumalar literature are Bhagar Karpam and Konkanal Karpam. These two are the treasure of Siddha system of medicine which belongs to Tirumalar literature that was written by 14 Siddhos. So this is about introduction of Siddha system of medicine or Siddha traditional knowledge. This is the traditional knowledge. So this is the traditional knowledge. Then you can go another three main aspects in Siddha system of medicine you have to learn. What are they? Like in Ayurveda, principles of Siddha, diagnosis of Siddha, and treatment of Siddha. Just like in Ayurveda, any kind of system of medicine, any kind of system of medicine, any kind of system of medicine, even it is a traditional system of medicine or a modern system of medicine, what are they? First of all, what is their principle? What is their basic concept? Basic concepts, what are their beliefs? The entire system of medicine is depends on which the entire system of medicine is depends on which principles. So the principles of system of medicine and they conduct diagnose. After diagnose, they treat the patient. They will treat the patient. So in this succession, we will learn about Siddha similar to Ayurveda, about principles of Siddha system of medicine, diagnosis of Siddha system of medicine, treatment of Siddha system of medicine will be learned in next classes, next successive classes. As usual, we will join by sharp 2 p.m. tomorrow, and I will go for principles of Siddha system of medicines. Okay? All you have understood today's class? Did you have understood today's class? Because there is some signal problem that cutting of voice like that you have reported. Anyhow, it's good. This is about today's class. Again, we will meet you on tomorrow. All of you, good luck. But Anil Kumar or Murali, you please call Purnachandra. What happened to Purnachandra? In primary stages or in the initial ఈవినింగ్ చెయ్యు నైట్ చెయ్యి రోజు మేషర్ నిన్నే పిలుస్తున్నారు అని చెప్పండి. నువ్వు మొదట్లో రెగ్యులర్గా అటెండ్ అయ్యేవాడు బట, ఇప్పుడు అవ్వకపోవడంతో మేషర్ నిన్నే రోజు కలవరిస్తున్నారు అని చెప్పండి. అలాగే పద్మ నెంబరు పద్మకు కూడా చెప్పండి. ఓకేనా? రేపు అందరూ చేరాలి. విష్ ఆల్ గుడ్ లక్. విష్ ఆల్ గుడ్ లక్.